Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan, and today I'm here to work on July Junk Journal Madness Journal. Um, my guest collaborator is Creating with Jovi, and the theme is your choice of um, Disney, princess, fairy tale, unicorn, or any combination of those four. Um, some people were like, "Oh, I'm not into princesses." Okay, well, Grimm fairy tales, like the original. Um, and it doesn't even need to be like, say, Cinderella, but it could be blue and satiny or whatever. Just kind of a nod to Cinderella or a nod to Snow White. Um, so I am gonna tell you today what kind of journal I'm gonna work on because I'm a little behind. Um, a week ago we had the reveal video, and I've just been working on so many things. I've been trying to destash some stuff. But today, if you've been here, you know what I'm about to say. And if you're new here, well, welcome. Um, I tend to, every time I do a Junk Journal Madness journal, I'll do something different. Um, that's not to say that there are things I haven't repeated, because there are. um, but I'm trying to put into my wheelhouse of things I've made, new things. And so for a long time, I've been eyeing those little golden books and also ring bound journals. I don't have a cinch, so I'll be using rings, little book binder rings. Um, these are small. They don't even fit on my thumb, but I also have a fat thumb. So, anyways, um, they're probably not going to be big enough, and I'll probably need to go to the store to get larger diameter ones like this one. But I only have one of these. Um, so I'll need to go to Office Depot because Michael's did not have any when I stopped in there for a few things. So, but that's all right. This can get us started. I have already gone ahead. This is a Cinderella little golden book, Walt Disney book from. You see, I've already taken this apart. This is from 1973. Copyright is 1950, but this is 73. Um, so I have been watching videos from Anna's Chateau, and she's kind of a new channel, but I was watching her on my Xbox account. I don't know why I have two different ones, but anyways, watching her on YouTube in the living room basically, and so she makes a lot of book journals, and they're not necessarily all ring bound, but she's done some like cinch type with a little spiral. She's done ring, but she usually does a book, and then she's also done, with the signatures in it and whatnot. Um, but I thought I would try a no sew. As far, I may sew some pages, probably not. If you've been here, probably not. Um, but I'm trying a no sew thing for this month of July, and so anyways, here we go. So I'll tell you what I've done so far. The edge here was on the little golden seal, I guess everybody calls it, the little spine, was really kind of ratty. It's torn up there. It was barely hanging on here. Um, I did get it pried apart, and I have the little snipping tool. I also have needle nose pliers, and because this was already kind of pulling away from the cardboard, the foil, I was able to go ahead and get the staples out. And papers look great. They have some age on them. So my plan, if you're not familiar with Anna Chateau, now she, um, like I said, does a lot of ring bound, which is nice because you don't have to sit there and think about fold it in half. What's on the other side? Does it fit? As far as when you fold it, and like things you'd have to think about when you sew in a signature. Um, and this is a smaller book. So if it was a taller book, I'd probably do 3 holes, but I think I'm just going to do 2 holes. Quite a few videos they've used their crocodile, so I'm crossing my fingers that that works. I'm going to try to preserve some pages. I don't know if the entire story will be in there. You guys, I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments below, because I'm not dealing with it in this video. But yeah, the whole story is there. My Cinderella that I grew up with, the book was a taller book. So it's not, not written in. I got it for $1, so pages look great. That's what I'm saying. So in her journals, she like covers with paper and even like puts like a stiffer paper here to kind of make this a little stronger, which I probably will end up doing. Like this side's just listing books, but I mean, it is what it is. But that's, I mean, it's not like I'm covering up someone's, Susie, wrote her name in the front. So I think because it's kind of torn up here, I'm gonna, put in maybe some ribbon at the end. Or maybe I need to do that before I punch a hole. Or maybe I can figure out where I punch the hole and it goes not over the hole, if that makes sense. I didn't want to cut, some people will cut that whole spine off, that whole bendy part there. Then you end up, if you're going to use the pages, you end up having to cut the pages. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to use the book, use the whole book, right? So I do want to make that stronger. So I think that's what I'm going to end up having to do. So let's take a look at the papers I've pulled out. So I've, if you've been watching, I've known about this since the end of March. Is with Jovi's summer schedule. She needed to film early, so which was fine. So I've known about this. So as I would go shopping, I would have that in my mind thinking about it. So this is Fairy Tale Recollections pack from Michaels. Now this is not one of the like $4.99 packs. This is one of the $19.99 packs. It's 29 designs, 2 of each. But and you may have seen some of these pages in the roses and neutrals for April journal. So like if you only see one, that's when I pulled out those roses to use those. But some of these, like that's really pretty. And there's some things you can cut apart for page edges or belly bands. So I think, oh look, that looks like the forest, but that's, to me, forest is Snow White. So that reminds me of like the window, like the stained glass window or the window patterns in a castle. But these, there's swans. Okay, very regal, fairy tale esque. And so you can cut those apart and put them in as pages. Oh, that's cool, little tree. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 2 of those. Sorry for the glare from the foil pages. Once upon a time, which that will not fit in this journal, obviously. Oh, look, pink. And I have both of them still. Good. So that, you'll probably see a bunch of those in there. Then I have all the cake. This was it's actually like a birthday theme, but the colors in it worked. I got this in the cherry on top like mystery box. Like they were, I think, getting rid of stuff. This was in there. I didn't think I'd ever use it, but then when this theme popped up, and I was like, oh, maybe I can use it with the pinks and the blues. So, and they're 2-sided, so if one side doesn't work, perhaps the other side will. So like a lot of these that have, sentiments on there, I probably wouldn't use, but some of these tags I wouldn't mind using. There's one with a, oh, we can't see it all. Hang on. Zoom out. There we go. With the heart. There's some flowers. What was on the back? Oh, see, I love that page. But you cut a tag or, well, a page, and the other side could be a page, So that's the nice thing about scrapbook paper when it's double-sided. You get, if you use it as a page in the book, you get to see both sides. No, I wouldn't use that. Hey, that might work in a unicorn journal though. Unicorn. That side might work. That would look good in a unicorn one. Smiley faces. See, that would work. That's birthday. Anyways, and there's another round of the same pages. Okay, so there's pages to be had in that one, or paper to be used. And then I was going through, like, I've been doing a D-stash and trying to find things that, have I used this? Will I use it? And this is the Metropolitan Girl from Cartabella. And of course, I saw the word right there, Cinderella. And I thought, oh, maybe I can use some of this paper. I have used some previously. So let's take a quick look at some of the things. I'm pretty sure I got this. I'll tell you what, if I just take this out, I got it because of the fashion for, say, like 1950s, 1960s. Here we go. I just want to show you this front page, and then I'll show you all the different patterns. So, some of these, the colors I think would go really well. And of course, this whole thing with the dress and the maiden form, I think that would, kind of fit in with Cinderella and that blue paper there with the kind of uh, bubble lights. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Anyways, and maybe some of the stickers can work too. So that's where I'm at. Do I have something else? Let's see. I feel like I do. I have these from Daiso. These are just envelopes that from springtime that I've had. They're letter envelopes, but they open up at the top. They have little floral motif down there. And what else do I have? It's 4th of July. I have a few things here, but some of these I might have pulled for unicorn stuff because Polly is doing a unicorn thing and I'm gonna try to do it, but I haven't started on it, so I'm not making a promise. But this needs to get done for sure, for sure. And of course, I'll pull out other papers as well, dyed papers. I'll continue to go through other scrapbook papers because I have a ton. But this is, a great theme just to put flowers and stuff in there. However, these little rings here are not going to cut it. I know that. So I've got to decide, what papers I want to use here on the inside. I need to find a ribbon maybe that matches. I just want, the something to go with this. So maybe some sort of like dusty rose or maybe bright yellow. I don't know. See, this is like Cinderella before the blue dress, right? Is this the first dress she made and then the stepsisters messed it up? Let's check the story, shall we? Nope, she went in the pink dress. What was the one that she made? She made one? No, this is the abridged version. So they don't show them tearing up her dress. So anyways, if you've made a ring bound journal before, you have any tips on Heart Crocodile? Even a few other creators have used the crocodile. And so on Anna Chateau, she tended to like punch a hole right in the right in the kisser, right in the bendy part of the spine there. But like I said, she backed first. She backed it with a paper and then like another strip, and I guess each side was matching. So like a coordinating strip, but it was, it thickened it up so that um, this wouldn't be a problem with being all bendy and stuff. All right, guys. Well, I just want to give you an update that I have put some thought into this, but I need to get started on it. And so maybe by the next time I see you, I will have done this, or maybe I'll do it on a video. We'll see. um, but I had to get in here and get this pried apart. I think that was part of the problem, was just getting here and getting that done, because I've never done that before. I've never torn apart a little golden book. And yeah, but I would definitely recommend needle nose pliers, snippers, and I even use the old Creative Memories. I forgot what it's called, but that little tool. I used this end actually to kind of get in there and pry it apart. Try not to damage the pages. All right, guys. Well, I hope you participate. If you choose not to, that's fine as well. I mean, a lot of people are doing a lot of other things in July. So people are on vacation, and that's fine too. But then, come back in August or cheer us along. Those of us who are doing it. I know Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. She's doing one. Trish was looking for Snow White, and let's see, Katie at I Like to Cut and Paste. She used. I'll let you go see her video. She used a little golden book, and Esther Miller. She's on Instagram, and Emily from Emily's Crafting and Crochet. Emily's Crochet and Crafting. Emily, I always get it backwards. And if I have left you out, my apologies. Check the playlist. I have a playlist of all the participants. So make sure you tag me, because as I get tagged and see the videos, and as I watch them, I click the little thing to put it in the playlist. All right, guys. I appreciate you and your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.